Peace and love, y'all. So, we got some new energy coming in, and we have a new moon right now, y'all. So, I'm just letting y'all know that this is your time to shine. Make sure if you haven't that you've grabbed your manifestation candles. Right now, we have a special on our energy cleanse kit. So, you can get the energy cleanse, the money candle, and the crown of success candle. um y'all get them candles, all right, get them in, because I'm telling y'all, for my collective, we always going up. Like, one thing that I know about the people that I've worked with over the past few years is that we are unstoppable. Like, uh I want to say, with the amount of growth that I've seen just from people who come to me for readings and people who come to me for my services, that I am just wowed. Like, just seeing everybody, grow, flourish, heal, manifest everything it is that they desire. And it just makes me really proud of each and every one of you. It kind of gives me like the wow, like, even with myself, it's like a wow, girl, look at your power. Like, you out here helping people to get to their higher selves and find their purpose and tap in with their desires and their, the things it is that they want to manifest out of life. So, I want to say thank you all for supporting me. It means so much. I will be doing readings for the new moon. So if you would like a personal reading, y'all reach out to me, or you can book on the website. I think my website for today, it's under construction because we're adding new items to it. But other than that, y'all can still reach out to me to book a reading and get a reading. So I got a message for y'all. My hair is just doing what it want to do today. It's like a willow tree or something. It's just doing what it's just growing how it wants to. um, but I got a message for y'all. Actually, two messages. So that's why I created the title the way I did. But the first message is that someone is dreaming about you. Someone is seeing you in their dream state, in their time of astral projecting. You're showing up in their dreams. And this person, they just cannot get you off of their mind. This has been popping up as a message for the past couple of days, but you want to know what really confirmed it is this morning, when I was scrolling through YouTube, Future's new song showed up. And some people are saying it's AI generated, but I went to research and it's actually a legit song. I just think that with today's time, with AI technology, it's hard to tell what's AI generated and what is not. So it's actually a legit song that him and Lil Baby put out that is called Dreaming of You. And it's a really soft song. It has pure energy. And you don't really see Future in that type of energy. Like, you don't really see him put out a lot of music that, and I've heard him make songs that are, love songs or whatever you want to call it. But this one was more, it kind of seemed like from a healed space, even with just the message in general coming out. And it was just kind of like I can't keep my mind off of you. I want to come back to you. And I'm picturing that there's someone that's in your energy that is wanting to return. They can't stop thinking of you, right? And this is actually a soulmate. Okay, this is a soulmate. It can be a twin flame, but definitely somebody who comes from a pure state, who has a pure heart, right? And the only time you even find people who have those pure intentions for you is when it's a soulmate energy or a twin flame energy. Like, karmic energies, they're not bad, but a lot of times karmics have a lot of healing to do, and they're there to teach you a lesson. So the relationship, it sometimes can become stagnant, because it's not a reflection of your actual growth or your higher self. It's a place where you've attracted that connection through certain triggers, traumas, material things, 3D things, right? But a true soul connection actually is somebody who comes genuinely from the heart and is not coming from that third dimensional space, but they're coming from a higher frequency. They're coming from a place of love. They're coming there to teach you love, to elevate you in love, and to bring love into your life and help you to grow and heal. And so I cannot believe my daughter is having a fit right now. Y'all give me a minute. She was doing just fine. Let me take a second to go and check on her. What's wrong, Justice? It's okay. I'm in the middle of a reading. I'll be out in just a minute, okay? All right? I promise. Go sit in there. I love you. Give me a hug. I'll come back in here in a minute, okay? And I'll play with you. Let me finish this reading, okay? You got it. Okay. I'm sitting on a floor pillow in here. It's actually very cozy until I get everything that I need in my space. So y'all bear with me. But it's like my little meditative floor pillow, so it's cool. It still gives me the vibes. But yeah, so somebody is coming towards you, and this person is in a pure space. This might be a new connection for some of you, because some of you may have connections with people who are from past timelines or people who are being called to you. And what I mean by that is some people, when they go through a certain awakening or activation, they may actually be able to see their soulmate in their dreams, because they may have activated that heart space or that higher consciousness. And so they may be able to, see what it is that they need as far as balance in their life, or coming from a pure space, not coming from a space where it's lust, or coming from a space where it's material or about money or survival, but coming from a genuine space of what I would prefer out of a harmonized relationship. And so it can be different for different levels for my collectives. But always remember that your person comes to you when you're doing the work and you're healing, right? So if we're operating in our low vibrational states, then we're not always going to attract that high vibrational person that we desire, which you can only have pure divine love in that high vibrational state. Because if you're actually operating in the 3D in a very low vibrational state, then you're going to attract people. Even if you have good intentions or you have a good heart, you still can attract people who are in that vibration with you. So one thing that my collective has to remember is to always be, doing some type of conscious work to grow and better themselves. So even with myself, one of the things that I'm working on this week, and my goal that I have set for myself as a personal goal, is to lose 10 pounds. Y'all keep me uplifted, all right? Because I really want to lose the 10 pounds for myself. That is my way of pouring love into myself and my self-love exercise as far as accomplishing my individual goal. And so that is something that I also want to challenge my collective with doing, is to connect with your higher self, what it is that you really want for yourself. And we're not talking about just love, because we first have to love ourselves to attract divine love, right? What is it that is your goal? And set a goal for the week. Whether it's you want to study more, or you want to learn a new skill, or you want to lose weight. But set a reasonable goal for yourself and take a baby step, take a baby leap, and work on that. Okay. And I want this to be an individual goal, not a goal for this is what I want out of my relationship. And this is we coming back to that. Okay. Because like I said, when it's meant to be, nothing is going to get in the way of that. Nothing can get in the way of a divine connection. Everything is just about time. It's about harmonizing those energies. It's about those two energies being able to individually identify their purpose and come together and identify their purpose. And so sometimes, even when you are in a union and you're having, you know, even if you have found your person, when there's friction or different things, some of those things, separation, whatever the case may be, some of those things are needed so that you can reassess, so that you can reevaluate yourself or work on yourself to grow, so that when you come back, you're better. When you come back, you have more skills. When you come back, you're more powerful. When you come back, you're more ready. Okay. Even with your person, when they come back, they're more ready. Maybe they need to reassess. Maybe they need things to shed. Maybe they need things to grow. And I need my collective to know that, because we can't always force people to grow and those things. They have to do it in their own timeline. And we have to give them that space to do that, as well as they have to give us the space to do that. That's how we balance and harmonize the energies, right? So we're going to get into this reading. But like I said, the first message that I got was you have somebody who is thinking about you really heavy. And I'm seeing somebody who is, they're longing for you. Like they can't get their mind off of you, right? So in this time, the only thing you got to do, collective, is focus on your individual goals and get your, because they're going to come to you, is what I'm telling you, especially if you're a divine feminine. And divine feminines know that we attract, like we don't chase. So it's good to give. It's good to pour into somebody. It's good to let people know that we love them and appreciate them. We do that, but we don't force people to love us. We don't, we can't control if they're going to do it. All we can do is keep our people uplifted. We can, um, pray or whatever in our relationships or over our relationships. But at the end of the day, if it's, we still have to go through judgment of the divine. We still have, God still listens to our prayers. Our ancestors still hear our prayers. And so it has to still be from a pure space, right? If it's not from a pure space, then we end up hurting ourselves and self-sabotaging ourselves, because then we're trying to beg for something that it just ain't for us. um so just keep that in mind. I have to remind my divine feminines that sometimes when we're in coaching or sessions, because I know that a lot of times when we get into spirituality, it's all about, a lot of people get into it, and I think that's why I kind of fell back from love readings, but Spirit has called me to come back into love readings, is because people were becoming obsessed with that part of their life, that it was affecting them mentally and emotionally. And it's like, I couldn't get my clients to even care about themselves as much as they cared about the people that they were desiring. And that is very self-sabotaging. It's harming towards us, because if you truly want love, it's going to come to you. But when you're love comes from God, right? So if God is not giving you, when you putting your petitions out and things like that, if God is not giving you that love from that person, then maybe that person is not the God person. Because I'm being serious. I'm being so serious, because each of us was assigned a person from the heavens before we came here and incarnated here. Sometimes these people that we match ourselves with are not the person that the ancestors want us to be with. It's not the person that the divine mother and divine father assigned to us. And so when we try to force it, sometimes the petitions get rejected or whatever the case may be, because that's not the person that the ancestors assigned to you. You know what I'm saying? And you will know that when you're doing the work, when you're getting the divinations like you're supposed to, when you're, following your purpose, you're pouring self-love into yourself, because then you're saying you're ready to receive the love that is a reflection of your own elevation, is a reflection of you connecting to God and being like, I'm ready to walk in my purpose. And when we as divine feminines, when we're spiritual, we get our protectors, right? So when we walk in our divine purpose and we embrace that, then in the universe, God, the ancestors are like, okay, she's in her feminine space. Let's send her protector. And sometimes we have a lot of spiritual predators out there that'll come to us. They'll be fine. They might know a little stuff about spirituality, whatever the case may be. But sometimes they just want to harvest our energy. And that's one of the things that I want to be able to protect divine feminines from, or divine masculines. Okay, is to protect that sacred energy, protect those who are standing in their power, protect you from having those places where you're getting energy harvested by somebody who's gaslighting you or just pretending to be your soulmate. And so, like I said, we're going to get back into the love readings. But if you actually want a personal session, then booking me would be the best thing to do. Y'all have to forgive me if I have to take breaks. This is the best that I can do at this moment. Okay, y'all know that I've been a single mom with a baby for the past 3 years, and I don't have anyone here but me and her. I don't have any type of hey, let me get the baby for you while you work. So I have to do the best that I can. So if I have to take breaks, y'all just forgive me, but we're gonna keep it moving. And sometimes she just gets in her mood because she wants somebody to play with, and she's used to being up under me all the time. And so I'm trying to break her out of that habit to give her some space and give me some space. But y'all bear with me. She's like, I don't see my mama. Like, she left me in here alone. I'm literally in this room in here. Let's see. So we got the Devil card that came out. Now, with this Devil card, what I see is two people who may have came together through sexual ties, or these may be two people who are strongly attracted to each other. The Devil card isn't always a bad card. This can also be a form of people who just have a strong, what I'm picking up is like a sexual compatibility. So these people may meet each other's sexual needs, right? That's really important in a relationship, even with your soulmate. Like, some people get with people and they don't want to have sex, or they can't have sex, or whatever the case may be. Those things are important because you have to have people who are either willing to meet you at your level. Sometimes people will compromise, but we can't expect people to always compromise what it is that they desire, right? Like, I was in a relationship with someone one time who had other sexual things that ain't what I'm doing over here. You know what I'm saying? And that was my boundary, and that was my place of being like, okay, like, we going in two different directions. And sometimes it's okay to accept that so that you can meet with somebody who's more compatible with you. That's a part of having a healthy relationship. So yes, sex is important in a relationship, so these can be two people who are strongly attracted to each other, a very magnetic relationship. This person can also be, or your person can also be, somebody who's kind of obsessed, or somebody who craves you, somebody who just loves your body. Like, they can be in a place where they lust after you. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay if you're a person lusts after you. You just don't want them to be lustful over the whole world. You want somebody who has some sexual discipline. And I am seeing a relationship where this person is attracted to you. Like, they want to be with you. And this is also why, maybe we have that song where it's like, I can't get my mind off of you. I can't stop thinking about you. I'm dreaming about you. Those are messages that I'm picking up. And this person may just really be in that energy where they want your body, like they want you next to them, right? Because that devil card is also like two people who are bound, but they're also free, is what I'm picking up. It's like they're free with their way of expressing themselves sexually to one another, or they're completely naked. Like you see these two people in the card and they're naked, like they're all open and they're facing each other. So this can also deal with like just being open with their desires to one another. Okay, so let's see what else comes out. The Eight of Coins is here. So this is definitely a relationship that is a committed relationship. Like with the devil card being here, and I know a lot of times when people think of devil, they think bad, but in African spirituality, like the devil in certain cultures doesn't even exist. It's not the same concept as what we think it is over in Western culture. So in this particular reading, the devil energy is a lustful energy, but it's a strong attraction. It's a mutual attraction as well. And I'm also seeing a commitment here. So someone could be in a place where they have someone who is fully ready and committed to the relationship. It's a lot of love here because the Empress card did come out. So it's a lot of love in its place. Now, somebody could be in their head or have some type of fears or worries surrounding the relationship. But when I tell you that this person is somebody who fully commits to the person that they're with, like this is not somebody who's normally a cheater, right? So that's not something that you have to worry about in this relationship because this person has healed past the desires of wanting a lot of people. Like they have their mind set on or fixated on being with you. The Six of Cups is here. So that's a good omen with this card being here because this is a sign that this relationship brings a lot of harmony. With the Six of Cups, this is also a sign that the relationship is being assisted and is being supported by the spiritual realm, by the ancestors. So you may have multiple ancestors, or this person may have multiple ancestors that approve of this communion. I'm also seeing like celebration, right? I'm seeing celebration, a lot of abundance, a lot of ancestral guidance. So your ancestors can be bringing the two of you together. And if your ancestors are supporting this relationship, they're guiding the both of you. Like they could be guiding this person to you, right? Let's see. Yeah, this came out Two of Wands. It tried to come out a little while ago. So this is just again someone has some type of fears that they need to get over. And let's see what these fears are. What kind of fears do they have that they just need to get over? Because I'm seeing that this relationship is blessed. Like the ancestors came in to support it, and they are going to bring in a lot of wealth from this connection. And when I'm talking about wealth, because I know a lot of people, when they hear me give like wealth readings or anything like that, they automatically think that I'm talking about money. But this wealth is different, right? This wealth is bringing in community. Like it's bringing in people. So it means that this connection is going to be supported. When these two energies merge together, it's going to bring people together. So whether that's you bringing your families together, whether you got friends, both of you have, friends or whatever the case may be, and you bring those friends together, they're going to be able to harmonize. So you know how some connections, you have people who beefing with the family, like the family don't like your boyfriend, the family don't like your girlfriend. You got friends that's trying to sabotage the relationship, whatever the case may be. Like, that's not going to be the energy here with this connection, because this connection is supported spiritually. And so your ancestors are going to bring you the community that is going to celebrate with you, that's going to be there in that walk or in that path with you, right? And so the two of you may be bringing people together through your connection. So let's see what this person has a fear of, because it's really nothing that they should be worrying about. They're worried about something, or they have some type of fear. Let's see. Okay. This is the Knight of Coins. Their fear is moving forward. So they know that they want to commit. They can also fear rejection with this Two of Wands being here. It's like they may want to propose. They may want to put their best foot forward, but they could be in their head a lot. They could be overthinking. This person could have went through a lot of things, right? A lot of things that were up and down experiences, sometimes negative experiences, just have been through what I'm picking up is like a rough ride in life, right? So please remember that when you're dealing with your person, because they may not always respond to you from a healed space. They may not always respond to you in the space that you think that they should respond. Everybody's healing journey is different. So even with y'all might be healing and your person may be healing and they may not. Not saying that you're going to allow somebody to just completely unhealed, but what I am saying is that they may still have some traumas that they need to heal from. Like, there may need to be some type of trust created between the two of you. There may be some type of healing that has to happen between the two of you before they can actually move forward to put their best foot forward. They may doubt themselves as whether or not they can commit to this, because it's like they can see it, they know that they want to, but they may not know that you have ancestors that supporting the connection. Like, they may not know the things that you, the ones who are healing, knows. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's not doing the work. How you do the work, you're here, right? Like, you're here in the divination getting the reading. Like, your person may not be doing that. Like, they may still be in a space where they're activating or they're growing, but they're not sitting down and trying to figure out what work needs to be done so that they can go into the union. The King of Cups is here. With this King of Cups, this is somebody who can be very disciplined when it comes to their emotions. And I feel like this person is bringing emotional fulfillment. This is somebody who not only is able to meet, or the two of you able to keep passion in the relationship, but between the two of you, justice, between the two of you, there is a soul connection. There is something there that is emotionally fulfilling. There's something there that's supported in the spiritual. There's something there that's supported in the physical. So there's a physical attraction. Spiritually is aligned, and emotionally it's aligned. And that's a good thing, because we get into relationships physically, right? We don't get into relationships, and this is coming from a karmic space or 3D space. We get into relationships with people because we see what they have, or we see certain things about them that we like, we think they're cute or whatever the case may be. Your soulmate ain't gonna be ugly. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to be somebody who's not just meeting your needs on a physical level, but also who you harmonize with spiritually. Like if you're in a home with somebody and that home is always in chaos because the two of you are not aligned, the two of you are always having disagreements, something is out of alignment, right? And you don't want to force things that's out of alignment because then you waste precious time. And sometimes we waste years with people who we're out of alignment with. And a part of us needing to recalibrate that energy is us getting back into alignment with certain values. Is this relationship connecting with me spiritually? Is this relationship connecting on an emotional level? Is it emotionally draining or is it filling me up? You want somebody who is filling you up, right? You want somebody who's pouring into you abundantly, that keeps you emotionally stable. You don't want somebody who's emotionally abusing you and trying to get them to see it, because you're just wasting your time. People who are emotionally abusive, they've been that way before you came into the picture. They've been that way because if you're that way, something had to construct your life to become that way. And a lot of times when people are unhealed, they're still pushing out that those parents, that environment. They are that product, right? So all of that matters. Your person's mental state, your person's emotional state, and whether or not it aligns with you. Now, we ain't saying that people can't fix relationships and stuff like that. But each of us have people who we are compatible with, that complement us, that we don't have to force it because it just naturally flows because you were meant for each other. Now, somebody could be dealing with some financial issues, like between you or your person. Somebody could be just trying to get their money right now. And that can be their personal goal, right? So for me, I took a break off of social media. I'm not on social media right now. It's too many distractions on there. I have a lot of things that I'm trying to accomplish for myself. And I realized that I can't do it on social media, right? And so I'm taking the time to grow by studying more, improving myself, losing weight, eating healthier, taking more time out for my mental health, right? And by doing that, I had to disappear from everybody. So the only way that people are going to be able to connect to me right now is if they want to come to me for spiritual stuff, they're going to have to book me, right? Because I've allowed, and this is just my reassessment. This is me reassessing me. I've had a lot of people in my energy, right? People come to me, and sometimes I have, I'm talking to 50 to 100 people a day, literally. And I had to realize, wow, like I'm pouring out so much into everyone else that I'm not pouring enough into my damn self. Like this is a self-assessment talk. It was like a dang girl, like you were giving all of your energy out to these people. Yeah, they want advice. Yes, you love them, but you're giving out too much. You got to know your own worth, because we are not here to be a self-sacrifice for other people. If people really want your advice spiritually and they need your help, they will identify the service that you offer, your worth. You got a whole website they can go book. And so I had to take my being available for everyone, because some people are taking it for granted. I have people who call me that I know personally that know that I provide this service, and they'll still waste my time 3 hours a day to vent. They become energy vampires because they're needing me to pour into them spiritually, give them advice, uplift them. And it's like, I provide this service and people pay for this. You feel me? Don't do your friends like that. Like, don't. All right. Because and that is a place where I had to draw the line, because I had to weigh out my own scale and be like, how is this helping me to elevate. If I'm spending 1 hour a day with somebody venting, 1 hour a day with somebody who ain't listening to my advice because they ain't listening, uh, uh, 3 hours in the week because they calling me every day about the same issue and not doing the work, whatever the case may be, it's energy harvesting because it's not helping me with reaching my goals. It's not reciprocating. So either it's going to reciprocate by them coming back to me with some advice to pour back into me or uplift me, or it has to reciprocate by, I don't have no advice for you, but here's some money because you just put me on. You know what I'm saying? So that's business. I do this for a living, and that was a boundary that I had to set because I was actually lowering my worth by having so many people who are able to have access to me. When you should focus on quality and not quantity. So I can have 100 people calling me a day, but if 100 people ain't pouring back into me, I just basically committed, self-sabotage. I'm hurting myself. That's nothing to brag about. Yeah, I got 100 people who call me for advice today, but I don't have any money to show for it. And I got a business that heals. I got 100 people who call me today while I'm trying to focus on my goals and my work. Now it's becoming a distraction because instead of me taking that entire day and being like, let me get to this and focus on what I need, what I came here to do, I got people that's calling me. So it's like every 30 minutes to an hour that I'm stopping for those people, I'm taking away from putting my energy into what it is that I want. So by taking my time to fall back for a moment was also an act of self-love, because sometimes we can become too accessible to people, right? That we don't accomplish anything. And that's what a lot of people who stay stagnant in life do, is sometimes they're overgiving, sometimes they're people pleasing, sometimes they're not setting healthy boundaries. And so this is where I start seeing, even with my clients, they auras, they need energy cleansing because they got too many people in their energy. We need to practice better spiritual hygiene, mental hygiene, emotional hygiene, because that's an energy exchange, and energy is currency. So if you come to me and you got a problem and you ranting and this and that, and you ain't giving me no advice back, or we ain't reciprocating energy, guess what happens? You just took my time and my focus on your issues and didn't respect my time and my own issues that I have over here. So it's also about respect of what it is that I do as an entrepreneur. It's a business. I do this for a business. I ain't doing this just because I want to do it for my friends. You feel me? I can sit here and disappear for 90 days, and guess what? I'm gonna be fine because I'm spiritually connected and I'm doing the work. I got my spiritual team and I have my Ashe. But the problem is I'm giving everybody the Ashe, and ain't nobody, I'm connecting to the deities and giving everybody the divine advice, and ain't nobody, here's a tip. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it does matter because time can be wasted. And some people stay in stagnant places in life because they don't know how to pour back into themselves and help and create healthy boundaries so that they can get further. So with this card here, this Four of Coins being here, somebody could be in a place where they're being stingy with their energy. This can be you, this can be your person. They might not want to be in a place where they're dealing with a lot of people, or they may be in a place where they're focused on their money. It don't mean that they don't care about you. It just might mean that today I really need to focus. I'll come back to this conversation when I have time. And that's another thing, is that in relationships, I see sometimes, and I had to learn this, is that sometimes it's not the right time to communicate. So we might be both wanting to talk about an issue, but you got to check the temperature of the space. Sometimes it comes off as we nagging. Sometimes our people going through stuff, and that's when we need to understand perspective. Because we as women, we're gonna talk, right? We emotional people, and we gotta do that. But for the men, if they're divine masculines, their talking might be a little different. We might have two different languages. We might have two different ways that we understand things. But with the masculines, like, and I know that some masculines may watch my videos, but everybody might be different. Some people don't want to talk when they're angry. So if they're angry and you trying to get them to talk to you, you need to let the temperature cool down a little bit. They're gonna cool down. They're gonna cool down, trust me. And when they cool down, come back in when the temperature ain't so high. Cause then you just creating friction and more friction. Now both of y'all mad. Now you calling each other out a name because you came in aggressively. We don't want to come in aggressively. All right. And I'm only saying that because I know that I've seen this sometimes with some of my collective when there's an issue in the situation. We try and we think that our person just fell back or they pulling their energy back or whatever the case may be, that it's done. And sometimes they just need to be like, you know what? Should I got a bill due tomorrow? You feel what I'm saying? I don't have time to talk about this. We'll come back to this after I get this covered. Because if I spend 6 hours trying to vent to you about this or trying to work this out, guess what? I'm gonna get further behind in my bill. Especially if y'all not living together yet. Y'all got to understand that people still have lives until you've actually went into that space of going into full union. Like, some people have things that they have to focus on that's not around you. And healthy relationships understand that. That's why I'm trying to get my collective to focus more on your path and your purpose and setting goals for yourself, because it'll give you the time, the healing. It'll take your mind off of that so that when you do come back into that space, you can come back into that space and then you're ready to talk about it, because the relationship brings emotional fulfillment for the two of you, right? So you don't want to be the person who self-sabotages the relationship. It's just that sometimes we need to be able to understand the other person and what they're going through as well, and just understand that the relationship is not centered around you. It's also their world too. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we have family, friends, things that are also, and that's important, because we have this card up here, the Six of Cups. So, you know, this person may have family or friends or whatever that they also prioritize. So every day ain't gonna just be about you. And I think a lot of times when we romanticize relationships, we just have this idea that we're gonna fall in love with somebody, they're gonna be our best friend, and that it's just us against the world. You know, but this is two people who are bringing their worlds together, and you have to be able to give space and respect whatever's going on in each other's world. The Sun card is at the bottom of the deck. And this is a beautiful card. This is like pure energy of two people. There's the Judgment card here. But this is two people who are in love with each other. Like, they're very fond of each other. There's a lot of playful energy here. It's a lot of positive energy. And it's a very warm energy, right? This can be a relationship that is very connected to the earth as well. Like, this can be somebody who's down to earth, or you can be down to earth, or y'all can just feel like home. It's like something about the relationship creates a home type feeling or a warm type feeling with the Sun card being here. It's like it reminds this person of being free. It reminds this person of being playful. It reminds this person of that childlike energy, or something about you may remind them of their childhood, but the good parts about their childhood. So that might be also why they like this energy, right? And this is the Emperor. This is a divine masculine too. So this person is going to come back. This person is going to be the chaser. You feel what I'm saying? Like the Sun card here, you see him chasing her. You don't see her chasing him. All right. She's in that pink. She's in the feminine energy. But he's chasing her, and he knows what he wants because this is a divine masculine. Like, this is somebody who is the protector. So when the divine feminines are in their feminine energy, the universe naturally brings their protector to them. I would make this video a little bit longer, but if you would like a full reading, you can book a full reading. I'm going to go and tend to my daughter and give her some time, because 40 minutes is a long time to be doing a reading. But this person is definitely coming to you. You got the Judgment card this here. Or is this the Death card? This is the Death card. So this is transformation. And then the Six of Swords and the Empress card here. So look at that. They're going to get past their fears. They're going to get past all of those negative thoughts and the self-sabotaging thoughts. They'll eventually get over it. So there's nothing that you can do to make them get over it. This is the part of their healing that has to be done internally. This is something that they may need to do. So if you're in separation from your person, this may be what's going on. Like right now, they're focusing on their money. They do still have some fears and stuff like that, but I think over time they're going to get over that, and they're going to come for their Empress. Do you see that? You got the Emperor and the Empress. Like, you can't go wrong. This is a divine masculine and a divine feminine. This is a protector and a spiritualist. Like, this is a protector and a nurturer. This is a provider and a nurturer. This is divine balance, right? So you don't have anything to worry about. Is this the High Priestess card? Look, I haven't had this deck in so long, y'all. So y'all got to forgive me if I say these wrong. But either way it goes, because the Empress is the one with the water, right? So this is actually the High Priestess. Yeah, so this is but look at, she's sitting there. She's still an Empress. The High Priestess is still an Empress. She's sitting on a throne, okay? People still come to her. Whether it's people coming to her for healing, advice, or whatever, she's still in a leadership position. She's sitting next to that Emperor, baby. You best to know she's in her power. Right? Okay. So those are the cards that I came and pulled out today. And like I said, I just want to give that quick reading. You got somebody who is thinking about you. You're on their mind all the time. They do still deal with some fears, but they are going to get over those fears. They're going to go through their transformation. Like, they're going to go through the death and rebirth, and they're going to come back in that Emperor energy. They're going to come back in that place where they're over their fears. And like I said, yeah, they can be kind of focused on their money. So that might be one of the things where you know, if you're just not in communication or whatever the case may be, that they're just in a focused space right now, but they only got eyes for you. So don't trip. Is basically what I'm saying. Don't allow your self-sabotaging thoughts to think, oh, well, they don't want me. Oh, well, they're rejecting me. Oh, well, they're mad at me. Oh, well, they're cheating. That's not always the case. This person only has eyes for you. Right now, they're just focused on their money. They do have some fears that they have to come over before they can get to you. And so let them do their reassessment. Let them do their reassessment, okay? They need to sit down in silence. I don't see no hermit mode over here, though. But so the two of you can be communicating, but if you just think like they ain't got it there yet, or y'all ain't came into full union yet, then let them do their reassessment. All right. Let them see who is for them and who is not. Let them see what path works for them and what don't, because that is what God gave each and every one of us, our own path, our own lessons, and they need to learn them lessons. Sit back for a minute and let them learn their lessons. All right. Sometimes you just gotta sit back and let them. Okay, I promise you. Everything's gonna work out. All right. So y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in. Peace, love, and light.